Hi there. Today we are going to be working on how to win more at your next horse show. Hi there, my name is Laura and welcome. If you like to win more ribbons at your next horse show, or you like to get insider secrets from a horse show judge, or generally just like other horsey related things, then I'm glad you stopped by. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss anything. So let's get started. So as a horse show judge and instructor, I get asked this a lot. Who would win this class? A rider who's an average rider and gets to all their spots, or a rider who's a really good rider but misses their distance? So here's a short answer for you. The judge wants to see a rider get to each and every spot. And before the judge can even look at your position, the judge wants to see you get to each and every spot correctly. So once you've got that ticked off, then the judge will start looking at your position. Getting to each and every spot means no stops, no pops, no chips, no props. No stops, no pops, no chips, no stops. No stops, no pops, no chips, no props. No stops, no pops, no chips, no props. I've got a symbol for each one of those, and here's what a judge's card kind of looks like. And you can see that each jump has a little square, and each one of those squares is where the judge records what is happening on course. Each one of those things are just said, no stops. A stop is a refusal. I put a big R on my score sheet. A pop is when the horse jumps a really big jump, and I put a half moon, a big arc like this on it. I think I've got one here. Can you see that right there? That would be a prop, a pop. Chip, really common. A chip, this is what a chip looks like. No stops, no falls. Falls is going to eliminate you, and hopefully no knockdowns. You have to, in a class, if there's more than 20 people, you have to be spot on. See what I did there? Spot on. Get it? So real quick, put it in the comments below what your best hunter round was like. And if you got a score for it, give us a score for it too. I'd like to hear what you had. Before the judge can even look at your position, you have to get to each and every fence. So the average rider who gets to each and every fence will more than likely place over top of a superior rider who misses a distance, or who misses a lead, or who falls off, has a refusal, pops or props, or chips in. So to win your equitation class, you only have to do two things. Number one is be better than everybody else, and number two, get noticed and be remembered by the judge. So number one, be better than everybody else. That's just what we were talking about. You have to get the distances to your jumps and get to your jumps and jump them all. And number two, get noticed. Well, getting noticed goes right back to number one, doing a great job. So to get noticed in a class of 20 plus competitors, how do you do that? A flawless performance is going to be the top thing that the judge is going to be looking for. That's the number one thing that you're going to have to do to get there. Now, how do you get that done? There's lots of exercises you can do, and actually you can look at these exercises here that will help you out, get to your courses, get to your jumps properly. Number two is practice at home, and practicing the right things correctly will be better than accepting something that's mediocre. You have to have a solid rhythm to your jumps, and nail everything. Nail every distance, nail every jump, nail every lead, nail every corner, looking up, looking around, nail that inside turn. And on the inside turn, I get asked this a lot as well. Which is better, doing an inside turn or taking the outside scenic route? My answer is this. It's better to do the outside scenic route correctly and nail that distance than it is to do an inside turn and do it poorly. If you do the inside turn and do it wonderfully, awesome, you get extra points for that. But don't do the inside turn and do it badly and then think, oh geez, why didn't I win? I took the inside turn. It doesn't work that way. It only works if you do it properly. Flawless performance is number one, and flawless turnout helps as well. Looking the part, giving yourself the confidence that you need because you look great, you'll perform better. The judge is looking for an effective rider who's going to answer the questions that are on that course. A rider with a purpose. A rider who understands the course, and a rider who answers the questions that are being asked of the course. Also, the judge will probably be asking himself, at least I do, would I let this person ride my horse? A winning performance should be efficient, workmanlike, and have the appearance of being effortless. If you're sitting up, making big changes, seesawing on your horse's mouth, but getting to the jumps, that's not going to reflect nicely in your score. The score will reflect that you're sitting up, making big moves, and making it not look very nice. And in an equitation, the rider should get the horse to the jump and then allow the horse to jump so that you, the rider, can follow along in a soft, efficient manner over top of the fence. The rider should have their eyes up, looking forward to the next fence, looking forward to the corner, planning their turns, looking forward, and as if they're having a plan and they know exactly what they're doing. Each distance and each turn and each line of fences should flow smoothly from one to the other, without any big moves on behalf of the rider or the horse. Any tension that shows up in the rider, any tension that shows up in the horse will be noted by the judge and marked down, and you will be marked down accordingly. Your riding is telling the judge what's happening on the course. If you look effortless, make it look effortless, and the judge will say, wow, that was a nice, smooth, soft round. I'd really like to have that rider ride my horse. On the other hand, if you're sitting up, making big changes, the judge will think, oh my goodness, I don't know what's happening. This rider is really making this look like a difficult round, and I don't know. I don't think I like that very much. A rider that knows what they're doing and has a plan has confidence in themselves, and that confidence comes back and goes into the horse. And then the horse has confidence to trust the rider and get the job done and jump the jumps properly. So having confidence in yourself will give confidence to the horse, and that'll show up when your horse jumps properly as well. Real quick, put in the comments below what was the worst correction you did on course when you were riding your hunter round. So how can you produce your best equitation round? Number one is practice at home, and not just go around willy-nilly doing whatever you want. Practice, videotape yourself, get somebody to help you out. Say, yeah, it looks like that was really effortless. That looked really cool. That was a really nice round. You were really soft. So videotape yourself and be very critical about what it is that you're doing. If you want to win, you have to do it properly and you have to be perfect, particularly when there's 20 plus people and people entering these classes that are really good. You're going to have to rise above them and be better. That's the first thing. If you want to win, you have to be better than everybody else. Number two is getting noticed by the judge, and getting noticed by the judge means you have to be good. You have to have good turnout. You have to have and hit every single spot and make everything look effortless. When you're practicing, don't do anything over fences that you can't do on the flat. This means, when you go in an equitation class, you may have to move up your stride, get your stride a little longer so that you can get to the correct spot. Don't expect your horse to be able to do that if you can't do it on the flat. So if you're doing something over fences, make sure you have it secure and solid on the flat first before you go over fences with it. Here's how you can maximize your score the next time you go into the show ring for your equitation class. From the moment you step in that ring, think about the impression you're going to be leaving with the judge. And the judge has to think, yeah, you know what? I really like this rider. I'd love to have this rider come work for me and ride one of my horses for me. The judge wants to see riders come in and be on purpose and get the job done. If you're not coming into the equitation class and you're not sure what's happening or where your next jump is, or you're not focused on where it is you're going, that's going to leave an impression on yourself, on the horse, is going to lose its confidence, and on the judge. Now here's a little insider tip for you. If you're in an equitation class, I know judges, I know that I do, keep a column on the side of their judge's card for turnout. And if you're really close to another competitor, sometimes the turnout column is used for breaking ties. So if you have a great turnout, that's going to look good on you as well. And if you're really close to another person and you look the part, and you know that you look the part, and you have great turnout, excellent turnout, then that might be the deciding factor for you. So make sure you have good turnout. As a horse show judge, I know that I really like people to have fun when they're showing and enjoy themselves with the showing. And I do these videos because I really want people to understand what it is we want to see so that you can get out there and do it and make our job easier. There's nothing like judging a horse show and you get a lot of really good riders and you just say, wow, that was a really nice class. I love that. So go use this stuff, go hug your horse, and go use this stuff. Thanks now. My name is Laura. Remember to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon so you don't miss anything. Bye now.